My sister said I spoil my kids with participation trophies, so I made her earn everything at my house. So my sister Daphne has this thing where she constantly criticizes how I raise my kids. Like at every family gathering, she'll make these comments about how giving kids participation trophies is ruining America and creating a generation of soft, entitled brats. She loves to point at my 8-year-old son's soccer medal and tell everyone within earshot that this is exactly what's wrong with kids today, even though literally every kid on the team got one. Last month at our parents' anniversary dinner was the breaking point. My son was so proud showing grandma his science fair ribbon that he got for participating, and Daphne just had to pipe up with her usual speech about rewarding mediocrity. Then she went on this whole rant about how her daughter Annie earns everything and nothing is just handed to her. She explained how Annie doesn't get dessert unless she finishes her vegetables and doesn't get screen time without doing homework first. Adults don't get rewards just for showing up. Why should kids? My husband tried to change the subject, but Daphne kept going. She was telling everyone how kids today expect everything handed to them and how her earning system teaches real-world values. She tagged me in 3 different articles that week about how participation trophies are creating narcissistic kids who can't handle failure. Our mom even started making comments asking if maybe I should consider Daphne's approach. I was done. The opportunity for payback came 3 weeks later. Daphne's kitchen was being renovated, and she needed a place to stay for the weekend while her husband was out of town with Annie at a gymnastics competition. She asked if she could stay with us, and I said yes with the biggest smile. Friday evening, Daphne arrived looking exhausted from work. She immediately asked for a glass of wine, and I told her she'd need to vacuum the living room first. She laughed, thinking I was joking, but I stayed completely serious and explained that in this house, we believe in earning things because nothing's just handed to you. When she wanted to use the bathroom, I stopped her and said she needed to take out the trash first. Her face went from amused to confused to angry in about 3 seconds. She held it while dragging the bins to the curb, then practically ran to the bathroom. Later, she wanted to take a shower before bed. I handed her a broom and told her to sweep the kitchen and dining room to earn hot water. She stared at me in disbelief, but I reminded her that Annie has to earn her privileges too. Daphne swept half-heartedly, so I gave her exactly 5 minutes of hot water before switching it to cold at the water heater. She came out shrieking and wrapped in a towel, demanding to know what was wrong with the shower. I explained that partial effort gets partial rewards, just like she always says. When she went to the guest room, she found no pillows or blankets on the bed. I told her those were luxuries that needed to be earned by washing my car. This is insane. I need to sleep. I calmly reminded her that according to her philosophy, comfort isn't a right but a privilege to be earned. She ended up sleeping in her clothes using a throw pillow from the couch and her jacket as a blanket. Saturday morning, she came downstairs looking miserable. She wanted coffee, but I told her the bathroom needed deep cleaning first. Then she asked to charge her phone, and I said she'd need to weed the entire backyard because electricity costs money and nothing's free. She actually started crying when I told her Wi-Fi access required her to clean out the garage. By noon, she was desperate. She hadn't eaten, had barely slept, couldn't contact anyone, and was wearing the same clothes because I told her the washing machine required her to reorganize my entire pantry. When she wanted lunch, I pointed to the pile of dishes from last night and this morning. She worked for 2 hours doing various chores, and I made her a plain bologna sandwich with no condiments because she hadn't earned those yet. She ate it while standing because sitting at the table was another privilege she hadn't worked for. The breaking point came when she needed to use the bathroom again, and I told her she had to scrub the baseboards first. She completely lost it, screaming that this was abuse and she couldn't withhold basic human needs. Interesting that you think withholding basic needs unless someone works is abuse, but you make Annie earn everything from snacks to screen time to staying up past 8. That's when it hit her. She literally collapsed on the floor and started sobbing. Real, ugly crying. She kept saying she was sorry and that she didn't realize how extreme it had gotten. She admitted she'd been making Annie earn even basic comforts like her favorite stuffed animal at bedtime. I helped her up and gave her full access to everything. We talked for hours about how her fear of raising an entitled child had turned into teaching her daughter that love was transactional. She called Annie that night and told her she loved her no matter what. No earning required. The next week, she texted me a picture of Annie with a participation certificate from her art class with just 2 words, "She's enough."